Are you guys fasting?
Well, kind of, yeah.
Kind of, yeah. I don't know. I am.
Well,
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, I had a little struggle. I've been fasting and actually, let me get this connected and I'll start good. Okay. Hello, welcome Monday night. Looks like Mondays aren't working for a whole lot of people, but we're going to have fun anyways. I started fasting yesterday. We did good. We jumped in and was feeling good. We got our fats all in us. We was ready to go. I got up this morning, went to cardio rehab. I was killed. It's like, okay, I finally felt good. You know, it wasn't because normally this pill or this shot has been making me, I feel like I'm hungry. I know I'm not, but I feel like I'm just starving all the time. So I got up, went to cardio rehab, made it through rehab, didn't have to sit down, had good energy, ketones are kicking it. You know, I'm just feeling good. Of course, I'm out of strips, so I can't check anything, but I felt good at rehab. So I was all tickled. Get all done, come home. It's Harper's birthday, and ketochow launched there. Actually, I'll show you. Ketochow launched their new flavor, the birthday cake flavor. So I've been saving this and waiting for Harper's birthday today to launch, or her birthday's Wednesday, but we were making it today to launch it for ketochow because these are little things that we can use. I can't use it, but it's perfect for the Keto Kids Club, for a treat for my kids. So I've been saving this. It's Harper's birthday. I'm doing good on my fasting and everything. You remember when I told you guys I wear a mask when I cook for my kids because I am so bad at tasting and licking and everything? Yeah.
She ain't fasting now.
Did so good on my dang fast since yesterday afternoon and blew it licking the scoop of that ketochow.
The brand
and
new.
You did it without even thinking, didn't you?
Yes.
The brand new flavor out today.
So
birthday cake ketochow.
Birthday cake, and it's our little Harper's 13th birthday Wednesday. So we used it. Made her, I just got it posted. It's just been up, but we put them mixed it up with an egg and some heavy cream. And we put it in that little dash, like a waffle maker, kind of little round dash thingy. And we just made them in nice little layers and stacked them. And I made a cream cheese icing with a little bit of vanilla stevia on it and put it over. And we had our little birthday cake and it was a perfect little treat. So
yeah.
Needless to say, I was fasting great and was doing good and felt good. And I liked the bowl. So am I really truly fasted? Probably not.
But we're going to go with it anyway.
But I'm rolling with it.
Yeah.
Rolling with it.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So we're going to do the best we can do. But I finally made it through rehab feeling good. And I would increase my intensity and my numbers were looking good and I felt good. And it was like, I was so mad that I kicked, because I tell everybody when I'm fasting and I have to cook for the kids, I literally wear one of my old COVID masks and put while I'm in the kitchen. Because if not, I totally forget and go to taste something or put a spice in and
be bad.
So I didn't follow my own rule and take my own advice. So I screwed it up. So we're going to keep going and try going. He's rocking it. He's ready to go. He's ready to get back on track. So
working it.
That's our story and we're sticking to it. What else?
Chance I can get. And just for people on YouTube, I put the link up. And if you guys want to go back and watch the replay too, the link for the ketochow brand new flavor birthday cake is up in the comments. So that'll take you right to it.
Yeah.
That's our link.
Use the code Journey to Keto and you'll save 10%.
That's it.
And, again, it's not, I couldn't do this on an everyday basis. And most of us that are super sensitive couldn't, but whether you're that
birthday
or whether you're the grandparent, you're having kids coming over, Bug makes cookies out of these. She makes pancakes out of these. She makes shakes out of them for the kids. They are a treat for the kids. So it's one of those, don't be afraid to use the tools. And again, it's not perfect for our chemistry as damaged as I am, but it's a perfect treat for the kids because it's a heck of a lot better than anything else they're going to get their hands on.
Absolutely.
So again, use your judgment call. And this is where you got to learn to juggle that chemistry and know what works for you or for the kids or whatever. And it's just a neat little tool to have in your toolbox. And they have some amazing flavors. So Lance and I had ice cream out of them the other day when we made some keto ice cream, with just ice, heavy cream cheese.
And a little bit of that.
And a little bit of one of these packs. And a fourth of this pack will make a whole thing of a milkshake. So again, it's
Was
not
it the
perfect.
best? No, it wasn't perfect, but
It was
was-
better than the ice cream we were going to run down the road and get it.
Yep.
So again, we just do the best we can do, and it's okay. It's not a bad thing. So this is awesome. So use the tools when you need to, and don't be afraid. If you're the grandparent that has to take some cookies or some kind of treat to a cookout or something, don't be afraid to do it. You know, or they're coming to your house and you don't have the good old fashioned Oreos and all the good stuff that would be normally in the cupboard. Make some ketochow cookies. She's made chocolate chip cookies with them before. She puts them in little muffin containers and makes the little bite-sized muffins. So you can do anything. And then a little bit of cream cheese with a drop of stevia in it makes a wonderful icing. They come in what else? They come in a cheesecake flavor that makes a perfect little cheesecake. Mix it with some cream cheese and
what's the orange?
the orange cream.
Yeah, orange cream. It's called.
Makes
It's like an orange creamsicle.
Makes a really good, again, orange milkshake.
Yeah,
So,
that'd be a good milk.
and just a little bit goes a long way for us adults.
Yep.
Now for the kids, it's still better than a milkshake. It's still better than a bowl of ice cream and a bunch of sugar in it. So
It's a better choice.
yes, it's one step better. So use the tools where we got them. That's where we're at. And we're kind of rolling with it. We do have Harper's birthday. I am going to keep fasting until we get to Wednesday is her birthday celebration. And us girls are going out for a girls' day out. So I'm sure by lunch I will break on Wednesday, but I want to go make that memory with my harpy. She's 13.
Teenager.
Yep. We got another teenager in the house. So it's going to
A
be
teenage girl too. Oh,
right up against it. He's a girl mom. So he's
I'm a girl mom. No, I'm a girl dad.
So he's got it. So we're good. So that's where we're at. We're doing okay. We're trying to get back in the swing of things. Thank you everybody for checking in on that accountability challenge.
Yep.
It's over there in the group. It's free to everybody. Put your numbers in and get used to checking every day again so we can all get on track. Oh God, here goes the neighborhood.
And speaking of accountability challenge, the dude that just jumped on is rocking it.
He is killing it, Kevin. So keep up with that accountability check-in over on the page. If anybody is wanting the step-by-step to go through the new group with us, I'm getting ready to start my new paid coaching group. If you're struggling, if you still need help, if you want a day-to-day accountability. And the cool part with this group is you're going to get to be the first to try our new app that's getting ready to launch.
That's right. We are
So
got a coaching app.
we're going to have our own little coaching app. And what we're hoping to do with that is once you get through the keto continuum and you've done the beginners and then you've done the advanced and your chemistry has gone through, we're going to build our legacy program of a subscription base where you'll just be able to be on that app with us and just keep checking in over there. And that's where we'll have resources and I will be able to be over there and help you. But it's going to be like kind of having a little coach in your pocket every day. So it's going to be kind of cool. So big things are happening. We're just taking it one step at a time, though. If you know anybody that needs help or hasn't been through the program yet, please share my link out with them so we can get this group filled up and take people through that chemistry shift step by step if they don't know how to do it. So that's where we're at. Okay, come on in. Kevin, the rock star, you might as well come on in and tell us how you're doing. Gosh, I can tell you still you're losing. Jeezy cow, dude.
Yeah, I didn't do it on purpose. I think that's why my blood sugar spiked the last like a week or so. I've dropped like 4 or 5 pounds and I was trying to not do that.
How many people can say that?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I know. But I really didn't want to, but that's neither here nor there. And my ketones have been very good and I've been watching my ratios real well. And I want to let you know that, what are you calling that? A 21-day challenge? Is that what that is? Yeah.
What the
Just an accountability challenge.
accountability.
That is awesome. For anybody that's listening or been in on that, that's where I think I wrote that a little bit earlier. That's where I learned how to fine tune myself in the journey to keto. Was in there. I'd be listening and be like, wait a minute, that makes sense to me. And someone tonight wrote in there about the sodium, potassium, magnesium combination. I'm going to have to do some research on that because I've been having a struggle with the sodium. I've cut, of course, I don't eat anything that's processed, but I've been having a lot of the Redmond salt. And I was blowing up like 6 or 7 pounds a day. And it was crazy. My blood pressure would spike I'd take my diuretic, I'd get right back to normal. So
Maybe you don't need so much sodium. Maybe you need to back off a little bit.
yeah, I did. And I'm still having trouble. So when I read that today about the sodium, potassium, magnesium connection,
Magnesium. Yeah.
and I do take potassium because I take a diuretic. So, that's not always a given, but that happens.
Well, then again, since your body is so refined, it's telling you something to look into. It's another thing that's
Your check engine light's coming on.
You're so far down on the line that it's giving you another sign of, hey, something else is going on.
Yeah, I didn't think of that, but I want to make sure that everybody realizes how important it is to post. I've been doing this, you use the term rock star. I'm just a guy that pays attention, and I want to live to be 100 years old. So even I and you guys, I know you do because we've had these discussions before. When people are in there sharing information, they're this kind of like my 10% rule. There's always someone around 10% smarter than me. And I want to hear what you have to say. And it inspires me, for real inspires me to see the people who are struggling and not giving up. Just, like a month ago, my DBR was 930.
A month ago,
930 DBR. And that was just a oops on my part because I don't stray too far off the reservation, but I did have my salad for dinner like I always do. I always have a salad. And tonight I added a broccoli spear in there with it. And I can't give up the vegetables. So I always put that in there for my carbs.
Okay. And it's working for you, Kevin. I just want to say I agree with you so much. And anybody that's watching, that accountability thing, it's just so nice to go over there. And when you read somebody else's struggle, you may not even think it pertains to you. And then you're going to read it and you're going to think, oh my gosh, that was me. Or that's, somebody else in the group that you could help. That's the beauty of this is once you learn how to tweak that chemistry and you learn how to get over those hurdles and you learn how to fix the problems, then you're going to hear your struggle in someone else's journey, or your journey or your struggle that you put in there is going to be somebody coming up behind you. So that is where I love that group, to just get over there and help each other along, put each other, encouragement for each other and help each other keep going. It is exactly how we all grow and learn. And when you're putting it out there like that for somebody else to watch, you're actually helping your brain heal. It's helping your body get better. So help each other along, but it's also helping yourself along. And we can't do this single-handed. We've got to do this as a tribe, as a team, as a family. It really is the way you're going to win in it. I mean, it just really, really, truly is that special to be over there and be able to help each other along. So keep doing it. I don't think we're going to quit it. I think everybody's kicking into it and enjoying it so much. I'm just going to keep it going. Just put a daily post up of a daily check-in, and everybody's welcome to do it. It doesn't cost anything. This is where you can get the free help and the free input and
free info.
Yeah. So get over there and learn from each other. That's exactly what we all need to do. So good job, Kev. We missed you.
Good to see you, brother.
Yes, good. And anybody knows where Kevin started? He's been on our journey. So go down through the feed over there and the before and afters. And Kevin started and has done nothing but rock this program. And he's a numbers man.
He is making me eat my words every time he posts, and I love it.
So
I told Tammy, I said, "There's no way that he's going to do this," and he showed me umpteen times how many times he can do it, and I'm just so proud of him.
Yep.
Including taking your belts off of you because I didn't have a belt left.
Right. I'm about ready to give you another one.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Come on in, Helen. Jump in.
Well, hey, I'm Helen Partridge. I'm the one that's having so much trouble. I'm brand new to Facebook, to everything.
And look at you.
You're on.
And I
Awesome.
found you tonight. And
Good.
I think, I can't remember quite right now, but I think, Kevin, you might be the one that's been posting now and then
Yep.
on my thread. And I want to tell you how much of an encouragement it is, because I'm so frustrated even trying to find the challenge, and I want to do your things, but I'm just brand new to Facebook. And I don't know enough about it. I did take one of Dr. Boz's classes, the 21 day. I was brand new, didn't know a thing about it, signed up for it. Yeah, you know, so
you took the hard road right off the rip.
right. And I didn't know how to do any of this stuff. I still haven't. One quick question I have. I have 19 pages of Dr. Boz's ratio chart filled out.
Nice.
And that's the only way I know to do it right now. When you get to 1,000 DBR readings, what happens? Do you lose them?
I don't think you lose them. You have to, when you have a Keto Mojo, first of all.
Yes.
Okay. When you get to that point, you just text me one-on-one or call me, text me, message me, however you can find me. No worries. Tag me in a post, whatever you need. I will give you my phone number. I don't care.
Oh, I don't know how to tag.
Okay. I will.
But I'm like at 993 or 94.
Okay. So we will.
Pardon me, the rest of you.
Because I have heard people say that after 1,000 that it quits working, or you have to trade it in, or whatever it is, we will figure it out for you. I've had mine for a long time, so I've never had any issues with it. But if it does time out, I have heard that happen. I have heard Mojo talking about it before. If anything happens with that, they are absolutely wonderful. I'm sure they trade it in for you or something. So get a hold of me and we'll figure it out for you.
They are really excellent to work with.
They really are. They're good people.
I'm at 995.
Okay, then we need to let me try to reach out to Genevieve for you or somebody.
Just say you might as well get to that 1,000 just to see what happens.
Right. I'll let you know.
And if it happens, then
let us know.
Get a hold of us.
We'll help you.
Yeah, we'll help you out with that.
But Helen, first of all, welcome to the tribe and welcome to our family.
Thank you.
Kevin he's one of the great guys over there in the group. We have some good people here that are going to help you through, that aren't afraid to help you, and reach out if you need it. There's no silly questions. And if you know me at all, you will know that I am as computer stupid as anybody can get. So I feel for you. I am with you all the way. So I'm still trying to figure out Zoom and everything too. So you are not alone. What we want you to know though, is we do this together. And what I was doing, what I was talking about with the new coaching group, the thing that may help you, and anybody that is struggling, that doesn't want to be on Facebook or don't know how to use Facebook, that's where we're hoping our private coaching app is going to help. Because you don't have to be into Facebook. You will literally put that app on your phone, tap on the app, and it will give you, we can message back and forth. I can send you a daily, here's what you need to do today. Those kind of things are going to be so helpful down the road. And for so many people that don't want to be on social media, I think it's going to really help. That's in
the coming future. I mean, it's coming pretty quick. So
the biggest thing we're going to try to do this right now with the group that I'm going to the next group I'm going to coach through, kind of like we did on the 21-day thing. I'm just going to be accountable with you for 6 weeks to try to get everybody's chemistry going. So I'll be able to do that with you. And this group is the group that I'm going to try the app out on, so we can kind of work the bugs out of it. So there's no charge. Well, there's no charge. If you want to do it with the app this time, it comes with the coaching package. So there's no extra charge for the app this round, so that as we work the bugs out of it. So as we move forward, then the app will be a separate entity, but you'll be able to get in the coaching program if you want to and go through it with us, so we can take you step by step through, so you'll know what you're doing. So if you want in there, we will be starting actually on the first class will be next Tuesday night. So we're going to go next Tuesday at, don't quote me, I think I have it at 7 or 8. I got too many dates in my head. I think it's on for 7 or 8 o'clock next on the 20th is the first Tuesday that we're starting. So we're going to try that, and then we're going to play with the app as I coach you guys through. So we're going to grow in it together. So we'll get there, but it's going to get easier, Helen. So stay in the group. just keep finding that group for right now. If you want in the
Mhm.
private coaching stuff with me, let me know. We'll get you in there, but just keep going in that group, find that app or find the
Post the
post that it's under every
Yeah.
day. So,
The post should
Okay.
come up every day. You should get a notification on it
and it'll come up and
But the post comes up where?
in the group,
in the group.
in the Facebook. group.
Helen, Yeah.
Okay.
Eastern
Yeah.
time zone. Somebody's asking, Eastern time zone will be the live class next week. When we do those live, the live record or the live classes, I will be able to do that with you at, I believe I have it. It's either 7 or 8 o'clock Eastern. I'm sorry. I will have to go look it up, but 7 or 8 o'clock on Eastern starting Tuesday, the 20th.
Okay.
And
I'm
we
in that time zone too.
Okay, so what we will do is we will meet once a week live as a group, as a small group, and we will go through, I'll talk you through the problems and everything like that. And then what I'm going to do is for everybody that is getting into this group, it's going to be a little special this time because, and I'm going to keep it smaller because I do know this app is going to give, it's going to be a blessing, but it's got to be, I know
Give me
there's
a curse
bumps.
first.
I know it's going to be bumps we got to work through. So that's why we're going to get nice and slow. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give everybody that comes into the group class this time, I'm going to give everybody one free consultation one-on-one with me. So that way I can help you with your chemistry and you can give me feedback on the app on what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it, what's easy, what's not easy, whatever, anything like that you're having. I want to be that person that I want to grow with you. I want the app to be a benefit to both of us. I want to be in better communication with you. I want to know exactly where you're getting in at and where you're not. If you're struggling and you've went 3 days and not checked your glucose, it's going to tell me, all kinds of things like this that I can at least stay a little more accountable with you and keep tabs on you a little bit easier. So I'm not looking all over the place. So it's going to kind of centralize all my people, bring us all together, and it's going to put me in your back pocket every day, not just once a week. So you're going to have my accountability in your back pocket every day checking on you. So that's going to be what we're hoping to work out. So
All right. Well, I think I might be interested if I look on your website and find out more information.
yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
I can even send you the direct link. Can you put the link over there? Ryan?
I just put the link in the YouTube feed.
If you're on
in the
YouTube.
comments.
And if not, Helen, what we will do, I will put it in Messenger for you personally when we get done.
We'll
How's that?
send it. We'll
Thank
send it.
you.
There you
We'll
go.
send it
All
to you.
right. And
Okay.
Kevin was going to say something.
Go, Kev.
well, I've done this before. I'll message you in Messenger, and I'll take some screenshots and explain because the very first day of this, whatever this accountability thing is, I was okay. Then the second and third day, I'm like, what? It wasn't making sense to me. So I get it. So I had to ask the question. So what? A new essentially blog every day? Yeah, I wasn't getting it. So
Yep. And that's, I guess I was going to try to put it under one feed and I figured, you know what, let's just put a new one every day because then we can go back for the 21 days and we can look back and say, look how far you've come in 21 days. And
I
that's
like it.
not teaching anything.
That's-
It's
yeah.
literally just accountability for 21
That's just
days.
getting on and throwing us up some numbers and saying, hey, this is where I'm at for 21 days.
The cool part I want everybody to see in that. Oh, that is awesome.
that.
You're my kind of girl. I have a
Lists.
checklist and a notebook and everything.
Awesome.
But I think the win is what you're going to learn just being in that free group. It's not paid coaching. This isn't one-on-one stuff, but being in that group with like-minded people, when you see how far everybody's come in 21 days of being with like-minded people, it's just people that are truly helping each other over the humps. We're pulling each other along. We're learning from each other's mistakes and wins. And it keeps each of us accountable and we all keep learning. It's just a constant battle and a constant step forward of how do we make things better and better. Getting in that group, it's free. Do it. Show up. Put your numbers in. If you skip a day, you have a bad day, whatever, keep going. You got it. And that group's not going anywhere. So just keep filling in.
Okay.
Share. Invite people. If you know anybody that it can help,
Yep.
invite them in there.
Okay. All right. Well, now when you see Helen Partridge, you've got a face.
We got a face
We
with
got
the
a
name.
face with it. That's awesome, Helen, but welcome. And I'm so proud of you for being here and working through the struggles. It's not easy at first, so I get it. So good job and welcome to the family. Come on in, Linda and Rob. Tell us how your week's going. She's giggling, so something's up. Her body parts are all
Rob's laughing and she's giggling, so this ought to be good.
No, it's been a tough couple of weeks. We've been so busy. I mean, I don't think there's days that we're home, and I think this is the last week of it. The calm before the storm, because Chris is coming in with his 4 kids, and there'll be 14 people in this house besides us. So
And over the last 2 weeks, we've had to do graduation cakes.
oh yeah,
14.
yes.
Wow.
I have 12 grandchildren.
You are so
So-
blessed.
God love you, but if you want to come and stay with us, the door's open.
I do want to
Text
see
me
them.
your address.
It's an open invitation. God knows what'll be hanging out and what we'll be doing, but you're welcome.
Anyway, lots of stress.
Anyway,
I'm plus I'm having a back problem right now, and so I'm in a lot of pain, and I'm a lot of pain and no sleeping at night type of thing.
Gotcha.
but we are getting that straightened out. With our coverage, we found out that chiropractic care is covered.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. So she's getting herself realigned. Let's say.
Yes, adjustments. Yep.
Did you pull something or just something sore? Do you think you just went out?
Yeah, I don't know what I did. He had me put lifts in my shoes, and
Because she
It's
wasn't out of balance.
it's causing me to walk different. I don't look like I'm walking different, but I feel like I'm walking different. And
Yep.
I guess it's just,
Linda, will you do me a favor? Will you call me tomorrow afternoon? I think I'm full in the morning, but I think I got a little gap in the afternoon. If you can call me, I'll talk
Okay.
you. I know you have some of the blasters. Let me talk you through some of the things you can do. It's just a different way of thinking, and I don't want to contradict what your doctor's telling you, but I will tell you, if your pelvis is off, if my thumbs are your sacrum and your hips are off a little bit, so that, the part of your hips that one leg will be shorter than the other, or longer than the other, whatever, unless you have an anatomical defect, that's usually not true, really, what's going on. So normally, if you just have one leg looking and presenting longer than the other, it's because your pelvis is off. So if one leg is longer or is tighter than the other, the hamstrings aren't balanced with the quads, those kind of things put different pressure on the pelvis. If you put a lift in the shoe, you're just telling your body to stay crooked.
Just supporting the
So
crookedness.
we want to fix the crookedness, and the blasters will help you do that. So those are things, there's little tricks I can talk you through. So give me a call and I'll help you.
okay.
All right, great.
Keto wise, how are you doing? How's your journey going with having birthday cakes and graduation cakes and 12 kids coming?
14.
Here, get some keto chow. Birthday cakes, cookies, Pop-Tart, everything you want.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It hasn't been going very good. I'm just tired, and I'm not making good choices. And I know I'm not making good choices, and I'm just so tired. I don't care right now.
And that's hard.
That's
But I'm still doing my blood, and I see it every morning, reminding me that, it's not good. We're walking. We're getting into the routine of walking every day, and doing the sauna every other day, and, doing our floats once a month. And
man,
so
jealous on the floats.
I know.
I keep focusing on those things. Those are, I journal every day. I do grateful things, and,
Linda, one thing I want to point out in that is this journey is never about perfection. Never. It is always, you do the best you can do. And if that's the best you got right now,
Keep
don't
doing
beat
it.
yourself up. When when you feel stable and steady and life isn't pushing you around. I mean, I've had an emotional roller coaster too, and it was just a couple days. It's like, I don't even know that I can deal with it right now. So it is what it is, but do the best you can do. And if that's where you're at right now,
And it sounds like you are doing the best you can do, and that's
Good.
and keep it up. Kudos. Just keep going forward.
here's what I say is there is a difference between making an excuse for yourself and walking life out. And life comes in seasons, and you will find seasons that you'll do this. You'll be headstrong. You will be focused. You will be right in there. You will be able to pray through your fasts. You will accomplish it. You will make it those 72 hours, and you will get your cape because you will feel like a rock star. You will get there, and that's a season. But that season will come and go. You know, just like every other season, whether it's your spiritual journey, whether it's your nutrition journey, it will come and go. And some seasons it'll be easier than others. Do what you can do. You're walking, you're getting in the sauna, you're going for the floats, you're journaling, you're keeping your blood. Even when it's not good, you are being reminded every day of, hey, don't get too far off the rails. You're doing wonderful.
Look at just those habits that you have changed.
That's a lifetime.
That's
a lifetime for some people.
That's a lot to change. And you're
And
consistent.
another thing Linda said to me that made a lot of sense, you know, I mean, it would be great if you could go ahead and dive in and do everything you're supposed to right out of the gate, you know, but it's like running a race. In order to run a successful race, you have to train. And training comes in steps. Otherwise, you're going to just overburden yourself.
And pace yourself.
Very well said. Very well said. And especially us girls with the hormones. I don't mean to give us excuses, but again, our chemistry does not shift as fast as the guys do. It just doesn't go as fast as they do. And being steady in that, and we have to let those hormones catch up. If you don't, Linda, you will crash and burn anyways. So if your hormones aren't there yet, if you're just not there, then I wouldn't say go backwards, but just hold space.
Yep.
Just hold ground where you're at and stay there. And that's okay. You will get your breath. The kids will all go home. You will have your safety bubble back. You will feel calm again. Enjoy every moment. Remember when I talk about the holidays, it is not about the food on your plate. It is about getting to make the memories with those 14 babies that are getting ready to walk through. People.
They're not babies. They're
your babies. I know.
The youngest one is 4, and
awesome.
They're your babies.
And we're doing a camp out with the 4 of them that live here, and they're like 16 and 17,
That's
15,
awesome.
16 and 17, 14.
Yeah.
And I was so blessed because the 17-year-old at Mother's Day said, "Hey, where are we going on our camping trip this year?" And I said, "Oh, you want to go?" And he goes, "Heck yeah!" And I said, "Oh, I didn't think you wanted to hang out with Grandpa and Grandma."
Yeah.
What a blessing. Take that blessing and enjoy every darn second of it, Linda. Do not feel bad. Do not feel guilty. You soak in every minute of that. We can fix your chemistry when everybody goes home and those memories are over, and you're going to feel so good and so empowered.
Fill up your tank.
Get that love tank filled up.
Then
I'm looking forward to it.
Yes.
Then you can go forward.
Then you're ready to tackle you.
Yep.
Once you've got the love of those babies in you and you've had everybody around you, you'll be ready for them to go home, and you'll be ready to get back in your routine and your schedule. So you've got this. Enjoy every minute of it. I can't imagine having my whole gang under one roof at one time. That would just be heaven to me.
We're close.
Chaos, but heaven.
We're close.
And we're going to get a picture too.
Yes.
Dude, that'd be
Please
awesome.
send it to us and post it on the page, because that is
Oh,
exactly
you bet.
you are planting seeds to those 14 people under you. They may not do it. They may not even understand what the heck you do. But you're planting a seed.
They may just see it and not quite get it or understand it, or like she said, want to do it or whatever, but at least they saw it, and it'll start.
It's a start. So
you never know where it goes.
I just
That's right.
enjoy it, every minute of it. Life's too darn short, and you know it. So
Oh, yeah.
you got this. Take the blessing and send us lots of pictures. I want to see them kids.
This is why we say it's a lifestyle. It's not a diet. It's a whole entire lifestyle.
Look up from that plate. It is not about the food on your plate. It is about the love at that table. So you gotta take it where you can. So
enjoy. Good luck, though, by the way.
Yes.
Good luck.
Call us if you need a break.
I'll be ready for him to go home before she is.
You know what? I love it. My girls were here this weekend, and it's been a long time since I've had my girls under one roof. And it's so funny because our families are so opposite. Lance's families, his girls are so calm and calm and peaceful and quiet and read a book. My girls come through the door and it was like whole hell broke loose and it was a tornado through my house. There was 15 conversations going on at one time. And Lance is just sitting there like,
I come up the steps from work and I see 4 bodies across my living room, all sprawled out, covered up, sleep middle of the day. And there's people out back talking. I bet you there were how many people
I don't
were
know.
here?
It was just such a
8
blessing.
people were here, but I was like, wow, the kids blew up here apparently.
And I started laughing because his family's so calm and polite and they all take turns to talk. And my family, I think we all have ADD. So if we
They
don't
all
get it
talk
out,
at the same time. It's like, blah, blah, blah.
I don't mean it rude. It's just if I don't get it out, I'm going to forget what I was going to tell you. So that's why I got to jump in and do it. ADD kicks in. But when it's a whole family.
I always call this the loud family from Saturday Night Live back in the 70s.
That would be us.
She's got the loud she's got the loud side.
Oh, I love, you know what though, Linda, I'm going to tell you, my girls have left this week and Harper and Maddox were over today. And it was just my love tank's full. I am ready to, and I woke up ready to conquer the world this morning. I woke up ready to get my fasting going, ready to get to rehab, ready to do it. Get your love tank full, then you will have all the focus and energy you need. So enjoy it. It's a plan, and then we're in it together. And if you need it in the app and you need me in your back pocket, we'll put you in the app and I can talk to you every day then and keep you on track. So we'll get you there. You just tell me when you're ready. But
okay.
All right, we're gonna see Tanya. I see Tanya in
you're coming.
stereo.
I was gonna say
She wants to come in.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm outside walking. Can you hear me?
yes, we can.
We
Jump
see
on
your
in.
living
Oh,
room, too.
cool. Well, I went inside because it's chilly outside here. And I thought, oh man, it's getting late. I need to get my steps in. So I thought I'm going to try this and it's working just fine. So good deal. And as far as the accountability challenge, my granddaughter had surgery last week. So my schedule's been totally off. And then
Okay, everybody okay?
yeah, she went through surgery. Okay. But she's got a lot of healing to do. She had to have surgery on her hip and she had to have a cadaver bone put in that ball joint. And so anyway, then I get a call this morning, say like at 5 o'clock, and Misty, my daughter, says, we're on the way to the ER. There could be possible blood clot. But anyways, I got right on the prayer chain and got that out and she did fine. I mean, everything's okay.
Good.
She's just in a lot of pain and it's just going to take a lot of healing.
Yep.
And then she can't have any weight bearing for like 4 to 6 weeks on that one leg. So, but anyway, seems like she's, doing okay and dealing with that. And then Misty told me today that she's come down with COVID. My daughter, Misty, has COVID. And I knew that she was sick during the surgery when she's up there. But now we know what it is. So, but anyways.
I'm so sorry, Tanya.
Good night.
Well, I tell you, just pray for him if you would. I'd appreciate it. And there's just, I can't go and see him now because of that. So,
Right.
Anyway, so it does kind of.
Well,
It
we'll be
messes
praying
with you
for
when you
you.
have a-
How are you holding up, Tanya?
I'm doing good. I'm doing
okay?
good. But as far as my keto lifestyle, it's not as good as it was. I have put weight back on, and that's not good. And it's just, you really have to look at your chemistry every day to see what you're doing.
Yep.
And a lot of times, I don't know. I think it's my eating window. I either extend it too long or else it's just too late in the day. And then I was so busy doing office work, I wasn't getting my activity in, and that matters. I mean, it does. I've got to get my steps in, and it makes a big difference in my numbers.
Tanya, I think you're really right there. Same thing Linda was saying, with even though she's a little bit off the rails, just checking those numbers every day. So you know how far off the rails you are. It's just a good thing to keep in the back of your mind of knowing, even if it's a season you can't push forward, even if it's a season you're a little bit out of whack, or birthday parties, graduation parties, whatever. Even if it's that season that you're not doing perfect, still check your numbers, still keep an eye on that, because it's going to help you gauge, and you're going to wake up one morning and say, oh crap, I think I'm as far off this trail as I need to get. And then you got to you row that back in. And Tanya, again, it's a season, and we'll be praying for you. Mama's heart's always going to be hard and struggle when our family's not okay. So,
And that's true. Yeah. And I'll tell you something, I don't sleep well. So
sure,
that affects your numbers too.
it does.
It affects everything.
That
mean-
if you're not getting
Does.
deep sleep, that BDNF is not getting raised to help your brain heal, help the ketones, help all that production. So sleep is huge, not to mention just the cortisol and the, that whole sleep cycle. When you're stressed out, it's hard. So Tanya, just God's grace is here for you and with you. So enjoy it and take it and just sit back, and we'll keep praying for you till those kids heal.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that.
You're welcome, honey. Welcome. Any other questions? Look at us on a roll tonight.
Yeah, I know.
I say these.
Cranking.
I know we need to figure out if there's anybody else. I know summers are going to be tough for everybody in the evening. So if there's a night that anybody knows would be better for everybody, we could be flexible. So just, if you do have input that it's just hard. I know Monday nights is, I think, Dr. Barry. Tuesday night is Dr. Boz. So it's just going to be hard. And so I know that for the summer. Oh, I do remember what time my thing is, because I know Dr. Boz is at 6. Squirrel. Dr. Boz is 6 to 7. And I did confirm with Angela that Dr. Boz is going to stay at 6 to 7 for the summer. So we are going to start our live group classes at 7:30. So we'll have a little half-hour break after Dr. Boz on Tuesdays, and then I'll go live at 7:30. So we will be 7:30 to 8:30 or whatever it takes us to get through. Hey, Joe, good to see you, hon.
That's the new class.
That'll be the new class starting on Tuesday at 7:30.
7:30.
I knew it would kick in. I remember something, but Joe, come in and tell us how you're doing.
Uncle Joe.
We've all checked in. Anybody don't know, this is my uncle. He's the curse that our family has of everybody fighting cancer. He is one in the midst of the fight right now. So he's always in our hearts and prayers. And our family just has a big old cloud over us of fighters in here. So we're bullheaded and strong, and we can get through anything. So tell us how you're doing, Uncle Joe.
Well, like I told you last time, I kind of moved away from keto a little bit, the strict keto. And I've got my weight from 148, which was the lowest. I'm up to 166 now. And that, so I am getting some weight back, feeling stronger, feeling better. And
Good deal.
And then have chemo this Thursday. And having problems breathing more. That on the oxygen, and even on the oxygen, I can walk from here in the couch to the kitchen sink and back, and my oxygen level will be 88.
Oh,
And that's wearing the oxygen and using it.
yeah,
Wow.
that's
I
awful.
have to get it, find out what's going on with it and get it modified.
I'm sorry.
But other than that, doing good.
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 Color looks better today.
You do.
Your eyes look a little bit brighter this time.
Yeah.
You look a little better.
Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better now that I got some weight back. I'm not as weak.
Another thing you could do, Uncle Joe, is to do that so you're not totally going astray and eating crazy. But if you just open up that eating window and things like that, you can still do your keto foods. Just open that window up and get food in you more when you need to and things like that.
Yeah, it seemed like when I was eating just the keto, I just kept losing weight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think between the cancer and the keto, that it was just getting to be too much for my body.
Too much at one time.
Yeah.
And that-
So-
Good
and
idea for
because I
reading your
did
butt.
start keto right when I found out about the cancer.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
But good job of reading your body.
yeah, and so I'm getting it back.
I just know the ketones will help you fight. That's
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest reason I keep pushing you to have ketones.
Mhm.
Drink the ketones for right now too. If you still have pucker, drink on
I
babies.
got some.
Drink them babies and get them in you.
And
Keep them
then
in circulation.
the those fat tablets or whatever.
MCT. Yep.
Yep. Those work good too. Keep them going.
And
My little van of white.
But yeah, but you're doing good.
Good.
Yeah,
Well, you know,
you're
we're
okay.
here. We're here for you if you need anything. You give us a
Yep.
call. I know I have a cousin. If everybody could say a prayer, I have a cousin in the middle of it too. Roxy's having chemo right this week too. So we got a hot mess going on. If you're
Yeah.
genetically related to us, you're up a creek. So it's just
But we fight it.
we do. That's why we're so bullheaded. We can kick cancer's ass. So we can do this. Any questions over there? How's everybody doing?
Nope,
over there?
everybody over there is pretty good.
Everybody doing quiet over there?
Yep.
All right, guys. Any questions over here? Did we get everybody? All right.
I have a question,
Yes.
and I am a cancer survivor myself. I had triple negative breast cancer.
Hey,
So did
that's
she.
what we have.
So did she.
That's so rare. Wow. I've only had, I think, 2 people I've ever met that were truly triple negative. So how are you doing? How's your journey? How long?
Let me think. I got diagnosed in 2015 and had surgery in 2016. So, and I've had before that I'd had a stroke, and they taught me to swallow in the hospital, and I've learned everything else all over.
Oh man.
And then had the breast cancer and the chemo, and I could roll out of the hospital bed and crawl to the bathroom and crawl back to the bed and get in the bed and sleep.
Yep.
Till I had to go to the bathroom again. But I have a question. I see that most people in the accountability group are posting 1 blood sugar a day.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also diabetic. So after the stroke, after a year, they told me that I was diabetic because nothing settled down. So I've been checking mine in the morning and the afternoon, and Dr. Boz says check it first thing in the morning. But you've got the cortisol rise, and the ketones are always low. It's like I feel like I'm wasting a strip. So I wait and usually test before I eat, maybe.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. And then I test before I eat dinner, usually, or late at night.
Okay. With your diabetes, yes, you do need to, check before your meals and stuff like that. Not a question. As far as the Dr. Boz program, when you're doing keto, and we're trying to read where your metabolic health is, where your actual chemistry is, you need to do that first one in the morning. That's all in taken into consideration with the cortisol rise and stuff like that. That's why she says, as soon as your eyes open up, you go pee, you sit there on the toilet and you test your blood before you get up and walk around or anything. It really is important because, first of all, if you are still diabetic, you do know we're going to have that reversed in a matter of weeks by just getting you on track properly. But it's that first morning dose or first morning reading is the one we're going to go by to see where your metabolic health is. And that's what we want to change, because once we get you going in the right direction, just like you do on the 21-day thing, when we get all that stuff narrowed down and all that noise cleaned up and get you through the steps of keto continuum, when you get down there, I can almost guarantee you diabetes is not an issue. I mean, you do this right, you will fix diabetes. You will cure diabetes. It's not an if, it's when. We just got to get you doing all those steps right. Get that eating window closed up, get your hormones happy. All those things have to happen in a progressive state of steps. By the time you get down to keto continuum and you start doing the fasting like all of us do here, you're going to kick that diabetes to the curb and you're going to be fine. As far as the breast cancer goes, I want to say congratulations, Warrior Sister, for being here. Yep. Anybody that's not aware, triple negative breast cancer is a very aggressive cancer for us girls to get. It's a rough one. And it's very uncommon for white women. So it's usually an older demographic, and it's more relevant in Black women. So it's got some weird little
Characteristics.
characteristics to it. So it's just really rare to hear another white woman that has had it, that, you know, we're not 90 years old, you know, kind of thing, but it is very aggressive. It is a very aggressive one. So welcome to be here. And
here's another
you.
way of looking at taking your measurements too. I mean, that first morning measurement is going to get you the most consistent one because you've rested all night. Your body, you've decompressed. You're not hopefully dealing with stress that would affect your numbers during the day when your body's up and moving and you're dealing with things and you have life coming at you, and different aspects of that stuff will affect your numbers. So that's why that first morning one is usually your best indicator and most consistent indicator, because you don't have external variables coming at you.
Yeah.
Like throughout the day, your glucose is going to rise at points and it's going to fall at points, and your ketones are going to rise at points and fall at points, depending on what you're doing, what you're dealing with, what, you know, all different kinds of things. So your number, you may not get a true reading of where you are just because you may be dealing with stress that you can't even imagine, you know, or don't even realize that you're dealing with. So that's where that morning number really comes into play. It's more consistent and tells you better where you're at.
So you're you're not wasting a strip on that one. That one is the best reading to have to show where your mitochondria are at and how your health is.
June 1st, I had a BiPAP titration study. I've been on a CPAP 10 years after the stroke, but been on a CPAP, and I essentially have the pressure so high it's not working, and they're going to put me on a BiPAP, and I hope I get it tomorrow or very shortly, and then I think my sleep will improve so much that I might be in a whole different category.
Just
Possibly.
know that you getting that deep sleep, wear the mask, wear the BiPAP, the CPAP, whichever you have, wear it, because that oxygen to the brain is the best healing you're going to get. You need that for your sleep, for your health, for your everything. Wear the mask. You need that oxygen to the brain. You need all of that to happen while you're sleeping. So good for you. Get the one you need, use it, wear it, and do
what you got to do.
Do what you got to do.
Right. Okay.
So it is. You, like I said, you do the best you can do. You use every tool you have. Same thing with Joe. If he needs that oxygen to walk to the darn kitchen, use it. You can't go without oxygen. You need that oxygen in there, and you need that deep sleep. So good job, Helen. You got this. You're going to be rocking it. I am telling you, my goal is going to be with you to get you off.
Here we go.
Get that diabetes turned around.
Challenge.
It's going to be fun.
I have a whole list of stuff that has happened to me that I'm really, that's why I have 19 pages of these notes. So
Amen.
Somebody might not have to look back to all 19, but we can see where I've gone and where I'm going.
You guys are going to have to sit down and compare notes, because she's got about that much too.
Yeah. So I almost laugh when I go to fill out my charts. It's like, I can't make this crap up. I had a heart attack last year coming home from KetoCon. So on the plane.
Oh no.
There's just stuff, like, it's not funny, but it's almost funny that it's like, I can't make it up. You really can't. So, but you know what? If you've made it through triple negative breast cancer, I know you're a fighter, and I know that is not an easy journey. So I'm just proud to be here with you. And you can make it through triple negative cancer. You can get rid of diabetes in a heartbeat. So you got that. We can do this.
Okay. Thanks.
We'll get you in that next group, and we're going to get you right off all those medications and get that diabetes thrown to the curb. So
sounds great.
You'll get there. Eric and Michelle, come in and jump in.
Hello, Eric and Michelle.
Hello.
Hey guys.
How are we doing today, guys?
He always stuffs her in there. You always got baby in the corner over there.
Well, we both, the stupid footrest on each end. Oh,
yes.
We both must have, but not in the middle. Yeah. So anyhow.
Lean in.
She's the better looking half of the whole bunch. So there we go.
How you guys doing?
Come on in. Tell us how you're doing.
2 steps forward, 3 steps back. We made it pretty good through last week. Got to Thursday. Didn't go off the rails. We just had Qdoba nacho bowls, minus the chips. Just okay, nothing bad there. Terrible. The cheese and the guacamole, I guess. And Friday we had Jersey Mike's, again, just bowls with, roast cheese steak sandwiches, things like that, whatever. Meat and cheese. Saturday was okay, I think.
Yeah.
Our burrito bowl, that's the one that kind of gets us, because it's got beans and then the green chili's got, flour, because it's a roux and all that.
Yeah.
Sunday we went and had Mexican. That's where we kind of jumped ship.
I'm darn Mexicans every
Dude,
time.
I'm telling you what, though, some of the, like a steak fajita and just don't have the fajita part, when they bring that pile of meat, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I need to try. They just have this one plate. It's just 3 bean burritos with cheese smothered in their green chili. It's like, it's as simple as I need it. So good for me. She does pretty good, because she gets these carnitas del taco. I don't know, these carnitas nachos. And
Carnita nachos, but I shove it all off of the chips. And so, yeah.
most of the chips.
Most of the chips.
Oh, that's awesome.
It
So-
works. I need to just order it without the chips.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then it's just the meat and the cheese and
Yeah.
sour
so
cream and guac, which aren't horrible.
Okay. All right, now I'm hungry.
All right, we're hungry now.
yeah, I know. I hate talking about it, because now everybody's like, oh, hey.
Oh, but that's good though. That's good. We can deal it.
The queso bowl from Qdoba does sound pretty good.
Oh.
Sorry, folks. Anyhow,
Just stick to the meat and cheese.
yeah.
Yep.
Eat the meat, people. Eat the meat.
So we're working on the weekends have always been a derailment for us. We've been playing this game, not the keto game, but just trying to eat cleaner game for years. For the 5 years we've been married, at least, and then weekends suck.
But we also food prepped and we made a pot roast.
This one we did,
And got it all
Yep.
straight up. And brown
Yeah.
butter bites.
Oh my
Perfect.
gosh, she did. She made some of those. I've never had those before. Holy Toledo,
Those things are
those
tasty.
are good.
He doesn't realize it's 3 blocks of butter that he's just consumed in a few days.
But
Yeah.
it's like a
But
caramel. It's like a
that's what we
caramal
use it.
drop.
We use it. I use it. I won't speak for him, but that's like the first thing I have when I break my fast, because it's just fat.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my. They're so
I just
good.
have a couple of those, and
I threw one in my coffee.
he does that.
Oh,
Butter in my coffee, and I make that hot chocolate thing that I make. I start the fat day with a ton of fat, so
Yeah, that was your recommendation. Thank
Yeah,
you.
that
That's
was-
helping him.
good.
Yeah.
Get them
Scales-
fats up first. It really
scale's
does.
not going anywhere, but that's
Don't worry about the scale. Scale go later.
Yeah, that's a happy accident that comes later on. But one thing to keep in mind too, if you're struggling with the weekends, here's what a little thing to help you with that. Get your calendar out. Okay. If you know, hey, we got dinner with friends on Saturday night, we got, family coming over for family dinner on Sunday. Plan those things back to back in one weekend and get it over with. And then give yourself 2 or 3 weeks in a row of, okay, I'm going to stay accountable for this one, knowing that in 2 weeks it's date night or family day or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But give yourself at least try to get through, because if you're taking your chemistry from Monday to Friday and then you're off the rails Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that's really hard on your chemistry then to say, okay, it's going to take you Monday, Tuesday to start getting back
Half
on
a
track.
Wednesday.
Half a Wednesday, then you're back to the weekend. So you're almost beating your head against the wall a little bit with that. So to save some frustration, plan the weekends, jam it all in one weekend, get it over with. Clean house, get that chemistry back going. And then, if you can make it, skip the next weekend, stay steady through the next weekend and make it through that following week. And at least try to go every other weekend. If you can do every other weekend without a big problem, then make it every third weekend. And kind of stretch that out a little bit. Hold yourself a little bit accountable, that it's pushing you a little bit, that you're not jumping off the rails every weekend. Because that's hard. That
When
is
you-
so
and when
hard.
you get to that point, you'll see changes happen.
Yeah.
More changes happen when you get that little bit more consistent. That next step of you do it Monday through Friday. Now you have to do it Monday through Sunday.
Because you're still fighting the cravings. You're still fighting the hunger. You're still fighting the routines and the habits. You're not going enough days in a row to break those addictions in the brain. and
Yeah.
kind of getting him out of you, you're
It's almost-
you're teasing yourself.
It's almost like trying to walk up a down escalator.
You know,
You'll get up a couple steps, but it's going to pull you back down, and you want to break that habit and get past it.
and get the momentum going to where you feel like you're succeeding. Because I'm telling you, when you can get down to the end of the row of the fasting and things like that, and you are truly getting that. Today was the first day I think that I've truly fasted and felt good. It was like, that's the feeling I wanted. And it's like, I was great. I made it through cardio rehab. I didn't have to sit down. My heart rate was okay. Everything felt so good. But it's first I've pushed through. I have given myself excuses, and one thing from emotions to not feeling good to life, whatever. When I pushed through it, I felt great today. So give yourself some grace, but look at your schedule and try to plan it so it's not every weekend of starting over. That's might help you out a little bit.
Yeah, no, that's definitely. I mean, we have that same discussion at least once. Let's go the rest of this month without eating out. Okay, come Saturday, you gonna get our breakfast bowl? Yeah.
But on a happy note, it's like my knees. It occurred to me today because I was running all over, taking the dog to the vet and everything else. The inflammation in my knees has not been a problem. I had no problem, like up and down the stairs and just walking. My knee slipped once, but otherwise it was fine. It's like, yeah, and it just didn't even cross my mind. It's like, wait a minute, I'm just going. I'm not.
That's the win right there.
That's motivation.
That's huge for me.
That's confirmation.
That's awesome.
That is confirmation you're doing something right.
Yep.
That you can forget about. I mean, just like Helen was saying when she used to crawl to the bathroom, and it makes me want to cry to hear her say that, because I have crawled to the bathroom because the neuropathy in my feet was so bad, my pain meds would wear off, and I would crawl to the bathroom in the middle of the night. To hear her say that, to crawl, it's like, I understand that pain, that in the knees, going up and down steps when you have sore knees and your knees are hurting. It's like, that's awful. Yeah. Those pains are not things you forget easy. But when you stand up and can say, I just realized I walked down the steps and my knees didn't make me pay attention to them. That is exactly why we do this. That is the win of day after day after day of not giving yourself excuses. And I'm just proud of you. So good job. Nice work. That's what we do this for.
That's something my knees are one of the worst things on me. I've got a lot of inflammation in them and patella tracking issues that they don't track right. And so, we were looking at the Ashley Black videos last night and thinking we need to start breaking this thing out and start finding something to start working on it, because doing this new job, this is RV tech, you're up, you're down, all things in between, and every day I come home I'm just fried because my body is sore. My knees are just throbbing. I mean, I can feel the heat on my knees.
You need to blast every day.
Put that baby in your shower.
Some portion of your body, you need to use that thing, because being an RV tech, I set mobile home. I used to set mobile homes for a living, and I've been in some tight spaces that only my shoulders will fit in.
Yep.
From that to 30 feet in the air. And I did that for 25 years. And I'm telling you, until I started blasting and her working me over, that's a must, man.
The blasters are huge. They are a tool that I've used clear at the beginning. I was one of the first therapists to get to use Ashley's tools. And I am telling you, I've swore by them. Everything from my mastectomy scars to patients with hip replacements, joint replacements.
It looks like a torture tool, dude, but
Go ahead, Helen, jump in. You got a question?
What's a blaster?
We'll get into that.
I'll have him. My arsenal hangs in my shower. It looks like those little mop hooks that the mop goes into that hangs in your closet. My shower wall is lined with those because my blasters hang in my shower like my arsenal wall. I'll show you, but they work on scar tissue. If you've had a mastectomy, anything like that, they break up all the scar tissue. And there they are. Look, he's got it.
Oh my heavens.
So fascia is a layer of fascia that is a layer of tissue that lays between. Yeah. So they come in all shapes and sizes. This is one of my favorites. This little, when you dig in, this little poker works on scar tissue to break up patterns and adhesions. And they also get rid of cellulite, but they're
across the back.
They are heaven. They're a little torture, right?
Yeah, you can do your teeth.
Too,
you can do your teeth, Rob.
But when you have back issues or knee issues or anything like that, if you sit on the couch, you got that little space right between you two, put a heating pad between you two, put the heat on your knees, put your tools in between you and start working on each other or work on yourself, whatever. Put them in the shower, use these tools because they will break up that fascia. That fascia lays between the muscle and the skin and it wraps around and it when it's cut open or you've had surgery or just accidents, if you've, fell on your hip as a kid. I mean, I had a girl that was hit by a car that I did class with, and she was hit by a car as a child on a bike. And she had a perfect round indent on her butt cheek. Where the headlight hit her hip.
Ow.
So, but no big deal. Nothing was broke. All good to go. But she grew up. It happened like when she was 10, 11 years old. She grew up with that dent in her butt cheek, that it was her torment as a child of being made fun of and all of these, just didn't
have flexibility there, probably couldn't walk right
because it's kept tightening down. So she had a perfect ridge of where that headlight had made, and all that was fascia. That is just scar tissue. So it doesn't matter what the scar tissue is caused from. It might be caused from an incision. If we've had surgeries and you've got stitches in there, that's an incision. That is scar tissue. But the scar tissue could also be just a impact injury. So, or a repetition injury where it's carpal tunnel. So when that
I sit at a computer a lot and I constantly have to blast my neck.
So all those things happen. Needless to say, long story short, we went through the weekend of the training for myofascial work. That girl left with a rounded butt cheek in her mid-30s. And it was the first time she had a rounded butt cheek in her she cried. It was, it's been her nemesis growing up, and it was all because of scar tissue. And when you realize it's like butter. Think of that fascia as in scar tissue, kind of like putting cold butter on really soft bread. You know how it just tears the bread and it'll rip it and shred it. That's what the fascia does when you don't work on it or it's cold. When you get that fascia warm and stretch it and blast it with these little fingers,
almost like knead it.
It's almost it's like that fascia is the warm butter on bread that you can smooth and mold it. You can shape it. You can build a butt where people don't have a butt. You can break up scar tissue adhesions. So many things you could do with these tools. They're phenomenal. So there's so many things. I believe in these. I use them.
That's going to be the next course.
That is, yes. So I do have some classes coming that I'm trying to get scheduled. We're just struggling with everybody's summer. But if you want me to walk you through, you can go to YouTube and you can get all the free videos out there. Ashley has amazing teaching techniques that she shows. If you want to see how I do it as a therapist, I add a little bit of manual myofascial work. Then I add the blasters, and then I show you how to heat it, treat it, and prevent it coming down. So as a therapist, I'm going to take a patient and put them in my room, and I'm going to show you how I would do it from beginning to end.
Oh, so, please, can it be me?
You just want a massage. So as we do this and get through these classes and get things scheduled, I'll post stuff up there. But I'm telling you, it is not rocket science, and you're not going to hurt yourself. So get in there, use common sense. If it hurts,
now
back out.
If there are times when you get working on it, it may cause a little bruising.
Be aware of that.
Just be aware of that, because then you need to back out a little bit.
And what that is, when you bruise from that, is the blood coming back to an area where it's been restricted. So it's usually a good thing. That's a good bruise, but they do look like somebody's beat the tar out of you.
Yeah. So. Rob will have to have video evidence of where he was at that time.
Yeah. I went in for a colonoscopy one time after blasting. So of course I'm black and blue from my boobs to my knees. And we go in, and my cousin works for the doctor, and she's like, you really do need to tell somebody before you go in, or Lance is going to jail.
Because they looked at me kind of funny, and I wondered why.
So I was like, this might be kind of fun. You never know. But anyway.
Speak into yourself.
Come on in, guys. Come on in, Deborah. How you doing? Come and check in. Say hi. Tell us how you're doing. Nice to see you. Oh, we got you muted. Hang on.
Hit your mute button.
I was trying to unmute my picture instead of the down below. But anyway, it's my first visit here. Did you Did you just start, or did you start a while ago?
We started at 7. 7 Eastern. So it's a little after 8 now.
Oh,
So
7 Eastern. I thought it was 6 Eastern. Okay. All right.
You're good.
Um,
where
Yeah,
are
I'm
you
on the
from?
East Coast right now.
Oh, you're on
So,
the East Coast?
yeah. So I travel back and forth between the West Coast and the East Coast. So
Oh,
yeah. So when I saw you on the drboz Facebook, I thought, it would be probably a good thing to join up with you and at least have a little accountability. So
good.
welcome.
Are you in our group? Are you over in our Journey to Keto group?
I am not. So if I need to be or something, I don't know. I just happened to see it on Facebook, and so I signed up through that.
All right, perfect. Just know our Journey to Keto group is a free group open to everybody. And what we're doing right now is we're doing a daily check-in of accountability.
For
where
21 days.
We're just going over there, put your numbers
Oh.
in, fill in how you're doing, any notes you want to put in. I put a new post up every morning, and you just put your look for the date and the time or the date with the post, and then put your numbers underneath and just jump in with us. I'll have Lance. Are you on Messenger right now?
No, I'm on Facebook, I think.
Okay. Well, if you go to Journey to Keto with Tammy Laubacher, if you start typing that in, that should bring up the group. Go ahead and go ahead and join, and then you'll see our daily posts about stuff.
You'll be able to get in there.
Okay. And when did it start?
We started the June 1st, so we're on day number 12.
But you know what? Like I said, I don't think we're going to stop at the end of 21 days. I think that's the group is just going to stay accountability check-in for everybody and just keep going.
Okay. And which numbers are you referring to? Is it just glucose and ketones?
Glucose, ketone, DBR, and if you're fasting or your eating window. So how many hours you're fasted or how tight your eating window is. So just whatever numbers you're comfortable sharing, put them all over there. We learn from each other. And
okay.
Sometimes there's a discussion that goes, right with the posts. I mean, different posts have different, people get on, say their struggles or whatever, and other people will comment. There's a lot of information flow back and forth, and that's really like how we want to be.
Thank you.
Deborah, I'll try
You're
to
welcome.
send you the link here when we get done too.
Okay.
Okay, so where are you on your journey?
Well, I started keto keto way of eating back in 2018, and back then the information that I had didn't really it was like 2 months, and I lost weight 20 pounds like gangbusters, and then it stopped. Mm-hmm. And I kept at it for 10 months. I was true to the whole thing. And at that point, it was not working anymore. So I kind of, went in and out of it. And no one tells you when to stop eating fat. And so I found that drboz does, and she does. And I've not been real strict with it right now. My sister and I are trying to be on a journey together. She's doing things a little different, which is fine. And I'm hoping to, we've been actually in a fasting window. We just started a few days ago, but we had a birthday. So we allowed ourselves to, to kind of shake things up a little bit. And now we're back on. So eating window starting at 3 p.m. and then going to 9. So it's about 17 or 18 hours primarily. We've also been looking at Dr. Mindy Pell's. Mm-hmm. And I know there's some differences there, but she was interviewed by drboz or vice versa. I think maybe they interviewed each other. So it's something, and, and it's been helping somewhat, but I also want to metabolically improve. So that's kind of where I'm at. Tomorrow, I told my sister I was going to be doing the sardine fast. And so I reread everything or re-looked at everything, and it starts from the time that you start and ends at the time that you end. So I don't know what I'll do after that. I don't know if I'll go into a water fast. I don't know if I could, can sustain it. But we'll see. So
Deborah,
that's
I would really check and make sure your hormones are okay before you push into the total water fast. Make sure you're, if you said you've been stalled before, then you've got to build those fat-based hormones before you push forward. And what a stall means is it just means you need to take your body to the next level. So that's where you just clean up, figure out where your chemistry is at and how you can tweak it to take it to the next level. And there's different ways to do that. Sometimes the stress doesn't always mean, fasting. Sometimes, you can add a sauna, you can add the cold plunges, you can add different things to stress that mitochondria again and stress that metabolism. So you'll get there. Just keep going. If you need help, let us know.
yeah,
But
and I'm just really just starting again. We're just
Good.
starting.
then I
If
would
I have-
definitely say take your time. Do not go into fasting if you're just starting. Make sure those fat-based hormones are stable and steady before you push into fasting.
Okay.
Because what will
But the
happen?
sardines should be okay, right?
Yes, sardines
Okay.
are perfect. You could eat sardines every day. That would be no problem. But before
Okay.
you go into a true water fast and just do
Okay.
salt and water, you want to make sure, because what will happen, and any of the ladies north of 40 over here are
Yeah.
going to tell you, if you go too fast forward, when your hormones are not ready, you will crash and burn and have to start over.
Even the guys.
Okay. And I'm north.
Yep. So be careful and let us know if we can help, but come over in the group. I'll send you an invite to the group and
Thank you.
come and do that check-in with us. We'd love to have you.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Yes. Welcome. Welcome to our crazy tribe. Any other questions? How are you over there?
I'm good. Nobody's.
Is it quiet?
Don't.
over-
Yeah, it's very
Yeah,
quiet on
okay.
YouTube.
It's go, Kev. What you got?
So, I don't do the stressing thing real well, but I'm
Just-
wondering. I've been walking my dogs like anywhere between 3 to 6 miles every day.
Poor
That's no
dogs.
stress.
Is that a good enough stress? That type of stress?
Kevin,
I
obviously,
power walk. I power walk. 3 point.
obviously what you're doing is working, so you're fine.
Yeah, but I mean, I bought one of those little tent sauna things like 5 months ago. It's still in the basement. I haven't put it together
Use it.
because
Use
I presume,
that.
huh?
Use
that.
it. You need to
Well,
use that, baby.
So if I'm walking 3 to 6 miles a day with my dogs, well, actually, it ends up being 4 to 6 miles. Today was whatever it was. I only walked 3. That's unusual. I'm normally at 4. So just find various ways to stress my body. Is that what you're
Exactly.
saying? Regardless of what I'm doing is stressing it.
You want to be flexible with it. You walk your dogs and, in the morning. I don't know when you do it, when morning or evening.
Yes.
So, I mean, whenever you do that, change it up and do a sauna.
That's kind of one of those rules that you take when things quit working. Add a new stress.
Mhm.
Add another level.
Oh,
Add
okay.
another. If it's working for you right now, rock it out, Kev. I mean,
Hey, and as you can tell, even though I'm using the blaster, I still do not look like Ashley.
Nope, not yet.
hey, I'm still waiting. Try. I've been using it for years, and I still don't look like her either. She's a pretty girl. little girl crush going on. She's pretty. All right.
But no,
We keep blasting.
that's just another way, just another different way that your body hasn't stressed yet that you might need to explore. You might find some benefit out of that because your body will get used to that 3 to 6 miles that you walk every day.
Yeah.
Your body
Well,
will get used to that.
And I know we've been together long enough. I've had those really high spikes of ketones. I haven't had those recently for a long time.
So that's your body starting to level out a little bit. It's not overshooting that ketone production anymore. So that's your body starting to catch up and be there. But
Your body's learning to make the right amount of ketones that your body is calling for.
Yeah, because I've been somewhere around 2-ish for a long time, give or take some,
and those things work. Just know too, when you're talking about a stress like that, like if you're in, like Linda and Rob right now, they're at a season right now. She can't push chemically, she can't stress. She's pushing as hard as she can, but she can go do a sauna. She can go, you use those things. If you can't eat perfect right now, go to the sauna. Same thing I have to do with the heart issues. When I couldn't work out hard and I still needed to do something, I could go sit my butt in a sauna, kind of thing. So it's like you use it where you can and do the best you can do for the time you're in, for the season that you're in. You have a question, Helen? Jump in, hon. Nope, hang on. We got you muted. Hang on.
Gotta unmute.
Unmute.
Okay.
There you go.
What's Ashley's last name?
Black.
Ashley Black. I will send you a link to get anything you want from her. Okay. If you hold out and don't order yet too, I'll get you a discount code. I have a code. I have a code that I can find out and share it with you. So you'll get
just think of that too, Kevin, as you know, even if you're not walking, if you are walking, you may not. I started into yard work again, and I would bust out. I would knock out. On my Apple Watch, I have activities and stuff, and I have it set pretty high. I blew all 3 of my activities out of the water all week for a solid week, just because I have energy now that I didn't have last year. I'm blowing through 900 calories a day, 30 minutes of exercise and 12 hours standing. I'm knocking that out of the park every day consistently. So there's other things that can stress you and get you where you need to be. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So use those other tools. That sauna is just another tool.
Yeah, I don't think I ever thought of it, because I mean, it took Tammy a long time to convince me to even exercise.
Yeah.
I mean, she was kind of on me pretty hard. Now I do exercise, and then I had 8 tons of yard rock. Some of you, I posted some of those on Facebook.
Yep.
That's stress.
Anybody that's wanting it, I just put the link for my Ashley Black tools in the comments there.
In the chat on the Zoom.
And I can send it to you, Helen, if you need me to send it directly to you. I can do that.
Why don't you fling it to me, please? So I can throw it up on YouTube.
There you go.
People on YouTube.
Please do. Because it disappeared. I saw it, but then it went away and I don't know where to find it.
We will send it directly to you, Helen.
You got a real newbie here.
That's okay.
We're good with it. That's why I try to make it as stupid simple as I can. That is it. And then I'm looking, my discount code on that one is Journey to Keto, I believe. So try Journey to Keto. Anything that is not on sale, it should save you some money. So they're not cheap, but they are worth it. They are worth
that at checkout.
Yeah. And you'll put that in that coupon code when you go to checkout. Mm-hmm. But if you do go in, please use my link so she knows you're one of my people, and it does help us.
It does kick back to her.
Yes, it does.
It does tell Ashley that she is actually pushing her product. So
works out good. And it's not something I just push. It is something I truly, truly believe in them. On my patients, I've been a therapist for almost 30 years.
She had Ashley Black before she did keto.
So Ashley's been in my pocket since a long time. So I wholeheartedly believe in, and God knows I've had enough surgeries to try him out on. So we're good. Any other questions? Anybody good?
I think everybody's good.
I will post links and stuff over in the group too. So it's probably been a while since I posted anything. I'll have to get over there and look, but I'll put links over there. Anything you need help with. We have our Journey to Keto page. All my favorites are on that one page that gives us an affiliate kickback on all those things. So they're pennies. It doesn't cost you guys anything, but it really does help us.
And that's at our website, Journey to Keto.
Yep. journeytoketo.com. So
yep.
A lot of things growing. The class is starting up. If you want in the next class, let me know on that one. The new app will be out for this group that we'll be working on. I know some of you missed that. We started out at the beginning. I was explaining all that, but we're going to do the next group coming through the class. And then you're going to get to be the guinea pigs on my new app. We're going to get to try it.
It's actually totally off of social media. It's actually an app you put on your phone that will connect this lovely lady with you. Whoever's
I'll be in your pocket, and
whoever's in the class.
Do not have to be on Facebook or any social platform to use it. So that's going to be the cool part of it. So it's going to be a win. So, all right. Anybody needs anything in that group is where you're going to find most of the answers that you want are going to be over there. But the accountability check-in, give me your DBR, your glucose, your ketones, hours fasted, what your eating window is. Give everybody a story over there, because always remember, you may be looking forward to the person in front of you to pull you along and understand your chemistry, but just remember, you are the leader in front of somebody that's just starting.
Yep.
So it's a win-win to put that over there so people can learn. That's how we're all going to grow and learn and help each other through the journey. So good job. All right.
See you later, guys.
Thank you.
So question, you start at 7 p.m. Eastern time.
Every Monday.
Every Monday.
Okay.
Yep. And the class will be Tuesdays at 7:30. That'll be the paid class, coaching class. So if anybody's wanting in there. So
And that's June 20th, right?
Yes,
The first
June
one.
20th.
Okay.
Is the first one.
first one. All right, guys. Thank you. Have a good night.